Hi everyone, my name is Twinkle and welcome back to my channel. This video is dedicated to Gulf Air. Yes, there has been so many requests from you all asking me to make a video about the recruitment process, the rounds, the interview, the selection, how to go about, and also the eligibility criteria for Gulf Air. So here I am. In this video I will tell you every single thing. So if you're someone who is interested to join cabin crew role in Gulf Air, then this video is for you. However, before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel and if you like the content I create, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let's quickly get into the video. Let's address the biggest question in the room, which is does Gulf Air recruit in India directly? The answer for this is no. And if Gulf Air is looking for any males from India, the answer is no. And since they're not directly recruiting in India, there is an involvement of a third party, which is known as MECTI. So third party agency is involved. Now, I'm not going to include a lot of how authentic the third party agency is, but definitely if you need to get into Gulf Air from India, provided you're not traveling to different other destinations and giving your interview, you will have to take the help of MECTI, and that's how it is as of now for Gulf Air. If you are from India, I will leave the link in the description box where you can go ahead and directly apply through this third party whenever Gulf Air is recruiting. However, if you're not from India and you want to either travel or just other locations, then you can directly go ahead and apply with Gulf Air. So talking quickly about this third party agency, yes, there is going to be a hefty amount of fees involved, but as far as I have confirmed from candidates and resources, the fees is refunded in two cases. If you're not selected by any reasons, it is only given when you are confirmed selected, and it is paid prior, like after selection. However, if in case there is a possibility that you fail your selection or your application is revoked because your medicals are not cleared, in that case also your full fees is refunded, and the fees is a hefty amount of around $2,300 to $2,400, which is around 2 lakh Indian rupees once you are confirmed. So the choice is yours to make. It is safe amount, it is a safe money, nobody is getting into fraud or unethical means, but you have to pay this amount once your job is confirmed. Now let's quickly get into the education or eligibility criteria that you can see right on your screen, which is there very well mentioned on Gulf Air page itself. So the eligibility criteria, I'm going to also give a little bit of 2 cents about how it works in case of MECTI, because they are the ones who are conducting the interviews. So for the age criteria, it's 21 to 30 years old. It's all for females, not for males. And the criteria is 30 years of age. However, when you are doing your interview selection through MECTI, they are strict, very strict about it, and above 29 is a little difficult. Coming to height criteria, although it says 160 cm, but they would reject if you are not 162 cm. That's something that I've got a collected feedback. They're very strict. Not even 161 cm of height will be accepted. Also very particular about weight. The height and weight should be proportionate, and no visible tattoos or scars. Typically strict about that also. And there's another thing that you need to comply with is your ability to swim 50 meters, which is unaided. Now what does unaided means? That you should not take aid or help of any life jacket, or there will be no flotation device. You should be swiftly able to swim 50 meters of distance on your own. And there is a test involved in Bahrain, as well as when MECTI is conducting your interview on day 2, you have a swimming test that you need to clear. So you have to be prepared for a swimming test. If anyone is interested and eligible for Gulf Air, you must start your classes for swimming if you're not very confident with it. Now first, let's quickly discuss quick benefits, including the salary structure and criteria, which you, I'm sure, have been waiting for. So that's on your screen now. So benefit number 1 is they give you a 1-year contract, which is renewable subject to crew performance. There is an annual leave entitlement of 36 days. The gross salary or the basic salary, I must say, while you are flying is going to be around $900. This is the basic salary. And a gross salary as per their website is also $2,380 US. Meal allowance for every single day is $21, and per hour, every single hour that you make is $4. So if you're flying for 10 hours, then 4 into 10, which is $40 for that duty, plus your basic salary, plus your meal allowance of $21 per day. And if you are flying over 100 hours, then for every hour exceeding 100 hours, for example, you flew for 105 hours, so those 5 hours will be calculated as per $5.30 per hour, which is great. Apart from that, they also give you productivity allowance. They also give you ID tickets on Gulf Air network as well as with partner airlines. Your family members also get this benefit. There is medical insurance too, and they also provide accommodation and transport. So that is a win-win situation from everywhere. Apart from that, let me also get you an idea of training salary. In training, there's not much of a difference. In training, you get a salary of $794. Meal allowance stay $21 per day. That is standard, so there's not much of a difference. So this is what all you can expect in terms of benefits, a few benefits from Gulf Air if you're considering this airline for now. Now let's quickly talk about the selection criteria and the rounds. So whenever you apply for this airline, the third-party agency will be taking over and they will be doing all the communication via email regarding the venue, and you have to follow their dress code. So if you go on their website, you will see the dress code. You can also see it here. You must follow the same dress code when you are going for the interview, which is the assessment day or open day, how you call it. Also, you see that the men are supposed to be in two-piece matching suit. So anyone who is watching this video and is planning to give their interviews outside of India, then you can follow the same dress code, which is a two-piece business suit, matching suit, conservative tie, a long sleeve shirt in white or light blue color, pastel colors, a conservative belt, keep any jewelry at minimal, or dark colored mid calf length socks and formal shoes. For women, again, two-piece suit, half sleeve or short sleeve shirt. Blazer is not mandatory, and it's not even mandatory to wear a skirt. That's the feedback that I've got from candidates so far. A knee-length skirt, although it is preferable, should be covering your knee. Hosiery or near skin color stockings, formal shoes with close to, and it has to be heels, no flats please. So this is the dress code that you will follow with complete makeup and full grooming, hygiene, everything has to be in place. Let's quickly talk about the quick rounds. Although as a whole, the feedback of what I have gotten from all the candidates is that the interview is pretty easy and it's not rocket science at all. It's comparatively very easy, but it depends on people to people and how your preparation and how your presentation is. So round number 1 is your height and your weight checks. They are very particular again about your height. So 162 cm is accepted. Once you're done with this, there is a second round, which is a very easy English test. Comparatively, from all the airlines, if you compare, their English test is pretty easy and you should be able to do it. So there was going to be an English test. Once you clear that English test, there's a third round, which is your GD round, a group discussion round. A group discussion round will be there from as much as 8 to 10 candidates will be put together, and you will be given a topic and you will all supposed to speak on it one by one. It's not even like a debate. It's going to be, you're most probably be going to get your own individual chance to speak. The topics are very random. They're not very difficult. Current topics which are most favorite is about your social media, about your vacation to X destination, probably Thailand, because of the diverse culture again. And another topic that I could think of is emergency situation. If you've handled any emergency situation on board or otherwise, then about that. So a random group discussion topic on which you're supposed to give your views, share your views. Remember, try to do it gracefully. It's not about what you say, but it's always about how you say and how you make the other person feel. Now comes the round number 4, which is the PI round. Let me explain you. It's all going to be filtration round. For example, elimination round, how it is usually called. If you don't make it in the first round, you will not go to the second, and if you don't make it in the second round, you don't go to the third, and similarly it's followed for until the last round, which is the swimming confirmation. So talking about the round number 4, it is the personal interview. So now there is no interference from MECTI, which is the third party agency for the interview process. It is all conducted and taken by Gulf Air. No communication, no interference at all, which is amazing. But then it gives me an impression of why are they even taking a third party help to hire when there's just nothing involved, which is usually the case. But I would really like if the airline themselves could come in and conduct every single thing, because not even the pre-screening is taken without their presence, without Gulf Air's presence, so which is good. But then, as much as you're thinking why should there be a third party involvement, I have the same question. So don't ask me this question, because I myself have a big question mark about it. So yeah, the fourth round is going to be with 2 HR and 1 cabin crew. So there will be 2 people in a panel. It's going to be a panel interview. 1 cabin crew and 2 HR would be taking your interviews, and they're going to ask you questions about your resume, about your experience. They're going to ask you basic questions, how generally the questions are in an interview. If you want me to make a separate video about the new or fresh questions that Gulf Air is asking in case they are hiring from India, then do let me know in the comment section below. I have gone ahead and made a few videos about the same, and you really like it, so let me know in the comment section below if you'd like me to make one for you. At this time, if you're selected by Gulf Air, then all your documentation will be taken by, and you'll have to submit it to Gulf Air itself. Everything of that will be done by Gulf Air. However, all the communications of where you're supposed to come for day 2, yes, there is a day 2 also, for where you're supposed to come to day 2, about your process, if you have any queries and how long is it going to take, any questions you have someone which is a third party, which is great, but you're paying a very hefty amount for that help. So yes, in this case, all the communication is through McAfee. All the emails are done through this third party agency. Now let's go to the round 5, which is swimming confirmation. Once you're selected, only the selected candidates will be shown a presentation about all the salary structure, how their culture is going to be, like a little presentation explaining you what can you expect once you get into the airline and what Bahrain has to offer you. So that would be done. Also, they would take a confirmation if you can swim 50 meters unaided. Now, if you're someone who does not know how to swim or is not confident to give a test the very next day, the third party agency as well as Gulf Air is generous enough to give you a time of at least 1 month. It varies from 2 weeks to 1 month. What you can do is start learning or take a crash course with swimming, and you can send your progress videos to McAfee, which is the third party agency. You're sharing your progress videos with them while they will wait for you to conduct your test. So once that is done, you will do a test in one of the hotel premises on day 2. For people who are confident, and for people who do not know how to swim, they will wait, and then their tests will be conducted. The test will be conducted in Bahrain itself also, so be prepared to face that as well. And that's about it. That's how simple, pretty easy, straightforward 1 day interview, and day 2 is for your swimming test, and that's how your interview is completed. Now the timeline for the interview to how much time does it take for you to reach Bahrain, as much as I want to say that it is tentative and it depends, but it might take at least a period of 6 weeks to 2 months, which is the minimum time period usually it takes for all candidates to fly to Bahrain and then start their training. That's all about this video. I hope you found this video very crisp and to the point, and that was my motive to do this video. If you have any questions, suggestions, comments, anything to ask, just please put it down in the comment section below. I will see you in my next one. Till then, take care and bye bye.